Thank you, Sanjay, for allowing me to present Seal in this interesting format. My name is Jonas Mattsson, and I'm the CFO of Seal Network since 2015. And I'm also the executive board member of Lotto24. I will present Seal Network to you, who is a pioneer and thought leader in the lottery industry with more than 20 years of experience. This is the agenda for today's discussion, in which I will give you an introduction before going into more detailed discussion. Let me start by explaining why you should consider investing in the Seal stock. We are the number one in online lottery in Germany. We're bigger than all state lotteries individually and almost equal in size if you take them combined. We have a strong, sustainable, cash generating business model. We have an outstanding customer loyalty, which is unique in the e-commerce world. Some customers have been loyal for more than 10 years and still counting, which creates a superior customer lifetime value for us. We have a huge growth opportunities in an under-penetrated market when converting offline players to go online. We also have an attractive dividend policy, which allow us having a progressive dividend policy without harming the growth opportunities. So let's look at the company structure. Our business is divided between a consumer lottery offering, which accounts for the majority of today's revenues, which is represented by the well-known brands Lotto24 and Tip24. But we also have a business government offering in which we support partners with their lottery operations, and Seal Ventures, which was set up to look externally at ways to strategically benefit the business today and how Seal can best position itself in the lottery industry in the future. However, to be clear, the number one focus is to make our German business even more successful, to build on the successes from last year. This is where we can unlock the most value for you as a shareholder. Let me now explain the business model for you. On this slide, you can see the brokerage business model and how it works. You have 16 state lotteries that operate the lotteries in Germany. The biggest products are 6 out of 49 and Eurojackpot. Each of them sell only to residents from the respective states. We broker these lottery products to our customers. We offer these products across Germany on our website and on our apps under the brands Lotto24 and Tip24. For this, we earn a commission and also a ticket fee surcharge on each transaction. Unlike the lottery betting model, we do not have a jackpot risk because the prices are paid by the state lotteries to us and we just pass them on to our customer when they win. This leads to a sustainable and predictable cash generating future with very low earnings volatility. However, there is still a dependency on the size of the jackpot. In times of high jackpots, we see an acceleration in sales and customer acquisition. The opposite happens when the jackpots are low. I often get a question, but what is your value proposition? And why would people go online as opposed to the more traditional way, meaning going to the physical kiosk and purchase a ticket there? The advantages are not that different to other e-commerce services. First and foremost, we offer superior user experience, which is key for anyone selling online. We're available from everywhere, from anywhere, and open anytime, 24/7. We're secure, no risk of losing the ticket. Imagine you would lose if you had a winning ticket. You get an automatic price notification and price collection. We offer strong web, mobile apps experience across all our platforms. We can customize the customer offer and hence provide a better suited product for just you. This will also enable us to cross-sell and upsell products to you. We have a much wider product range and offer additional services on top of the pure lottery ticket. Both Lotto24 and Tip24 are trusted brands, which especially in our industry is critically important when you deal with a high price payouts. And we are nationwide. Unlike the state lotteries, we can create a big advantage in marketing when you can go nationwide. This slide explains in many ways why we are so excited about our business model. It may be a bit complicated, so let me explain. It shows how the billings or transaction volume develops for each cohort of customer that we have acquired in the past quarters. Once we have acquired a customer cohort, a significant share of them become very loyal and buy lottery products from us for many, many years. This is a business where you spend once for customer acquisition and then monetize that customer cohort for many years. The sustainability of the business model is critically important because it pays back the acquisition cost. Our aim is to earn back the upfront customer acquisition cost within the first 2 years, thus creating a strong customer lifetime value. The slide also shows a strong customer acquisition track record leading to strong billings growth over the last years. To better demonstrate this to you, I would like to show you 3 randomly selected customer cohorts more in detail. For the customer cohorts from the quarters Q1 2013, Q1 15, and Q1 2017, we have shown the respective payback periods. In the Q1 2017 cohort, for example, 2.3 million euros in marketing costs were spent, and this was paid back after 18 months of this spend. Since that time, the customer cohort has been profitable and generating positive cash flow for Zeal for many, many years to come. In other words, spend once for customer acquisition and then monetize for life. The biggest lever for growth that we have is efficient and effective customer acquisition. We can improve the customer lifetime value for our customer. For example, by driving the uses of apps, selling subscription to make sure customers are more engaged and play lottery also when the jackpot is low. Billings growth drives revenue growth. In addition, we can drive revenue through margin improvements. We achieve this example by optimizing our product mix, adding and selling high margin products like lottery clubs or in the future games, as we have a good track record of doing. And finally, we manage profit by executing tight cost control. Let's now talk about the market. This is where the future market will be and where I get really excited. The overall German lottery market is around 9 billion. The medium to long-term expectation is that online, like for many other products, represent 50% of the total sale. Today, it's less than 20%, so quite an upside. Our ambition is that we will have close to 50% market share in the future, and we're not too far off from that target today. This would lead to a transaction volume or billings volume of more than 2 billion euros with the current set of products. But I can assure you, we will be launching more exciting products. And today, we're approximately at 650 million in transaction volume, as we call it, and we are also very profitable. In an economy of scale, 80 to 85% of the revenues goes to bottom line, or if you choose or invested in further growth. So just imagine what an upside we have if we add all this volume. Think about it for a second. What a huge upside we have coming. You may ask, how could we justify a 50% online share? The online penetration in Germany lottery market is still low. In 2019, it was 14%, compared to 30% in the United Kingdom, 46% in Sweden, and Austria with 63%. So we have a good comparison that's saying that neighboring countries are much higher than Germany. Other digital goods have typical online penetration of more than 50%. Take, for example, music. Who is buying music in a physical store today as opposed to listen via Spotify, iTunes, or other means? Who doesn't buy the flight ticket online today? And today, we already shop groceries and clothing online. And the same is going to be true for lottery tickets, which is the perfect product, as it's per definition is a virtual product. It's a number. You don't even need to try it on. So for us, getting a 50% online share of the total volume seems very reasonable when you compare other industry and other countries. And this is our number one growth opportunity. We want to take advantage of the rising online penetration in Germany lottery market that eventually will come and actually have already started. Let's now talk about the competitive landscape. What you see on this slide is 16 state lottery operators that combined are slightly bigger than Seal, but individually much smaller. We also have a number of smaller brokers that combines have less than 30 million in billings, not really relevant from a competitive perspective. And we also have Lottoland, but they are currently without a lottery broker permit, which is necessary to operate in Germany legally. To summarize, we are in the prime position to continue growing the market and expand our market share. As you may know, there are a new gambling treaty coming into force from next July onwards. The current gambling treaty is valid to the end of June this year, but all permits giving out have been automatically prolonged to June 2022. The new gambling treaty was just approved by the German government and has only to be ratified by the individual states to become effective. We are confident and in fact see no risk at all that our new license will not be granted. In this respect, we assume an uncomplicated extension of the permit in accordance with past administrative practice, also for the period after 2022. Dividend policy. As I've said, we have an attractive dividend policy in which a substantial part of our profit is returned to our shareholders. We paid out almost 18 million last year and intend to increase this to 22 million in 2022, which corresponds to €1 per share. The dividend proposal for 2020 financial year will be published on the 25th of March 2021. Let me summarize why you should be investing in Seal stock. As I said, we are the number one in online lottery in Germany. We're bigger than all state lotteries individually and almost equal in size if you take them combined. We do have a strong, sustainable cash-generating business model, and we have an outstanding customer loyalty, which, as I explained, is unique in the e-commerce world. Some customers have been loyal from the start, so more than 10 years and still counting, which creates a superior customer lifetime value. We have huge growth opportunities in an under-penetrated German market when converting all these offline players to go online, in line with other industries. We have an attractive dividend policy, which allow us to having a progressive dividend policy without harming these growth opportunities. Thank you very much.
Hi there, since you watched this company video until the end, I'm guessing you liked the video. And that's probably because we work very hard to create the most engaging and added value content for you. If you're a company and want to find out how we, at Seat 11A, can make a company video with and about you, please email us at content@seat11a.com.